Well, good evening. If I press the button, you'll be able to see me as well. Hello, welcome along. I was just waiting for James to finish up his live stream, and he's just finishing off over there. So I thought I'd hit the go button over here. It's 9 o'clock. I wasn't expecting to be on this evening, if I'm completely honest with you. Oh, no audio. Can someone give me a 5-9, please? Because I think I should have audio. I can see wiggly lines moving. And it's moving in time with. Thank you, Stu. Yeah. So yeah. If you haven't seen, James was doing a live stream. He's up a mountain in the middle of Wales or somewhere. I don't actually know where he's in Wales. I know he's in Wales. Or he's crossed over the border. But I wasn't expecting to be on this evening. And then the missus said about 5:30, going out with one of my friends tonight. I'm alright, cool, yeah. I'll do some radio. Lovely. So I am going to play radio, probably 40 metres. Let's be honest, that's where we normally end up, and that's where it normally works for us. So that's what we're going to play with. A few notices on the Paris notice board, if you haven't been paying attention, to the fact that there is another 145 Alive event coming up at the end of the month. It's the 30th of September. Unfortunately, I can't make it. I'm busy that day with the family, but for a few hours on that Saturday afternoon, that'll be a good laugh. I've done the last few. It's always great to have that amount of activity on 2 meters. And then, of course, the next mega stream is coming up very quickly. In fact, that's next weekend, thinking about it. Which I also can't do because I'm visiting family up north. And I think if I try to sneak on to do a live stream on the Saturday evening, I think that would probably go down pretty badly. So I'm not involved with that. But never mind. There'll be another one, I'm sure. Anyway, Nathan says it's grim up where you are. Hang on. I think I may even be going further north than you. Anyway, evening, John. He's just dropping in to say hello. Hello, John. And yeah, Tom says family first. How do we donate? You can donate to my channel if you want to. There is a button underneath that says you can do a super thanks if you want to. You can also join the channel. I mean, no one has yet, but that's an option if you want to. But there we go. Right. Anyway, I am going to click this button here. And then that one there, and you can see what's in front of me. So in front of me I have log4om. The entire thing looks a bit like that, but you don't need to see all of that because, let's be honest, all of that's a bit boring. So hence why I cut it down to that, so you see me a bit bigger as well. Log4om is the logging software that I happen to like. It's what I'm most used to. There are many alternatives to it. I know that lots of people like N1MM, and I do as well for contest logging. For live streaming, I would much prefer Log4om. And in fact, today I have worked out how to get N1MM talking to Log4om, so I can still have Log4om running in the background, even when I'm doing contesting with N1MM. Oh, thanks, Andy, for the super chat. That's my first ever super chat. Thanks very much. Chuffed. Hang on, and Log4om types out. Hang on, can I just say that Station Master is also running in the background, but I just use the server. So, Station Master is there. I did update it today. It's working. It's the latest version. But yes, I'm used to Log4om. That's what it is. Anyway, let's fire up the radio audio. I have not checked for a clear frequency at all. So let's do that together. I'm going to hit this button here. It's going to be a bit loud, so just mind your ears as I do this, as I bring up the radio audio. Let's see. Oh, and thanks to Mr. Snowman for the super chat as well. Thanks very much indeed. Very, very, very kind of you. No need to do that whatsoever, but it's very gratefully appreciated. Right, anyway.
EC frequency news, please. This is M0JSX. Is this frequency in use? This is Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Nothing heard. CQ40, CQ40, CQ. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. 0JSX calling CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening 40 and bye. Mike 7 Oscar Kilo Alpha, you were first cab off the rank there, Aaron, 5 and 9. Yeah, M70KA, M0JSX. M70KA, M70KA, M0JSX. Aaron, you've disappeared on me. I'll try again. QRZ40, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray.
20 KCI.
Oh, that's, yeah, there you are, Nathan. 20 KCI, M0JSX, 5 and 9 on the call in.
Yeah, 5 and 9 plus 10 here, mate. Really nice signal. Yeah, no worries on the super chat. Thanks for the help that you've given me with the configuring radios. It's more than worth a beer for you. Over.
Yeah, no worries at all, Nathan. Well, it's all for the love of the hobby, and I've just realised, I'm not quite going as far north as you are, but not a million miles away. I'm going to Lancaster, so not too far away. Oh, the other side of the Lake District, I say that's not too far away. Anyway, welcome to you. Thanks very much for the chat, and thanks for the super chat as well. And no worries at all. And nice to get you in the log. And a true 5 and 9 for you as well. No worries at all. 2E0 KCI, M0JSX.
Fantastic, yeah. There's not many places further north than this part of the world. Well, Carlisle, that's a bit further, but not much. So, anyway, good luck. Hopefully there's a big pilot waiting for you there, mate. So, from 20 KCI, I'll say 7-3, and thanks for getting me in the log.
Yeah, thanks very much, Nathan. And QRZ40, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening 40. Well, this is tough this evening. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. CQ40, CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. Starting to wonder whether we should QSY80. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. CQ40, CQ, 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 CQ40, CQ. This is Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40 and bye. Apparently, I've just got that one propagational path into the Lake District. That's the only place the RF is going this evening. CQ40, CQ, CQ40, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening 40. I'm going to make this the final call and then QSY 80 metres. CQ40, CQ40, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening 40. Okay, I'm going to QSY 80 metres. M0JSX QSY.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. I will warn you, my noise floor on AC is not brilliant, and my QRM eliminator doesn't work on 80 metres, so this might be a bit of a struggle. Stu's going back to coding Station Master 2.0. Don't blame you. Honestly, the bands are horrible. But let's try anyway. See what happens.
Is the frequency in use, please? Is this frequency occupied? 3760 M0JSX. Is the frequency occupied? Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Listening.
Golf 1, Juliet, Sierra Foxtrot.
Golf 1, Juliet, Sierra Foxtrot. Evening, John. I'll give you a report on the next. Nice to get you on 80 metres for the first time. G1JSF M0JSX. Yeah, I think you handed it back there, John. G1 JSF M0 JSX. Yeah, also 5 and 7. No problem at all there, John. My noise floor on AC is not brilliant, and although the QRM eliminator does knock out a lot of the QRM, there's some weird issue with RF getting into it, which I've not yet worked out. But there we go. Won't hold you, John. I'm going to try and work a few more, but thanks for the quick call this evening. And good to get you on 80 metres for the first time. G1 JSF M0 JSX.
Keying up and tuning up as well, so sorry about that, Jonathan. Speak again. Q1 JSF clear.
73s, mate, thank you. QRZ4, QRZ 80, sorry, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening 80.
Mike 0, Romeo, Mike Yankee.
M0RMY, blimey, Tom, that was loud. I'll give you a report on the next, but easily 59. M0RMY, M0JSX.
Yeah, hi, Jonathan. A lot of QRM. Strange band tonight. A lot of QSB as well. I'm going to keep it short. You're about 5 and 7, over.
Yeah, Roger, okay, Tom, thanks for 5 and 7. You're 5 and 9, no worries at all, but my transmitter system does have an inductor coil in it, which will be soaking up some of the RF, so that will account for the difference there. And okay on the QRM as well. I'm not hearing it here, but my noise floor could just be masking it. Thanks for the call, Tom. I'll work you again soon, no doubt, and thanks for the first time on 80. M0RMY, M0JSX.
Yeah, thanks, mate. 7-3, have fun, cheers.
Thanks very much. And QRZ 80, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening. CQ80, CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, calling CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening 80 and by.
Mexico 7, Oscar Kilo Alpha.
7 OKA. Should we try a different band there, Aaron?
Yeah, I can just about pick you out, mate. You're probably 5 and 5, 5 and 5, mate.
Yeah, Roger, okay, Aaron, all copies. 5 and 5, thanks very much. You're 5 and 9, no worries whatsoever, but I understand you're not copying me so well. But thanks very much for the call. M7 OKA, M0JSX.
Roger, mate. Have a correct history, mate. I'll have some fun on 80. That's going to be a 73.
73, thank you. And QRZ 80, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening. John, can you find me a clear frequency on the band on Havley QSY? But I think you might have a better handle of where's clear and where's not clear on this band.
Yeah, will do.
Thanks, John. QRZ 80, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening.
Mike 6, Mike Mike Hotel Golf, Mexico 6, Mexico Hotel Golf.
Yeah, Mike 6, Mike Hotel Golf. Very good evening, Michael. I'll give you a report on the next. My name's Jonathan. I'm located near to the city of Oxford. Mike 6, Mike Hotel Golf, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray.
M6MHG returning. Yeah, good evening there, Jonathan. Yeah, my name's Mike. I'm on the Isle of Sheppey in Kent. The QTH is in the southeast of the UK. You can be about a 5 and a 7 here. There's quite a bit of noise on this band. I just heard you calling out. I've been following you around on the station master as well. I've seen it pop up on a few frequencies, so I just thought I'd take the chance and give you a shout to see if you could hear me from M6MHG.
Yeah, M6MHG, M0JSX returning. Yeah, okay, Mike, all copied. Okay, on the Isle of Sheppey. No problems whatsoever there. I've been to Sheppey a few times, so know the island very well. Mike, I'm not going to hold it. I'm going to QSY down the band just slightly, down to 3752, as I'm told that's a clear frequency, because apparently there's a bit of QRM on this particular one. But thanks very much for the quick one. I say nice 5 and 9 from you, and nice to put you in the log for the first time there, Mike. M6MHG, M0JSX.
M6MHG returning, yeah, it's getting very noisy now. Just about worked out your last QSO there with me because of the noise. So, yeah, lovely to hear from Jonathan. Just before I go, I'll subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'm a fan of your YouTube channel. I like to watch videos, so just thought I'd let you know that before I shoot on. Anyway, take care, Jonathan. Nice to talk to you. 73 years from now from M6MHG.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. Well, I'm streaming at the moment, so if you log on to the latest stream and watch it back at about 16 minutes or so in, that's where you can hear yourself. But thanks very much for the call this evening, Mike, and best 73. This is M0JSX, QSY slightly down the band.
December, and my QTH is the northeast of England, North Yorkshire. Back to you, DL2, DDU, G1 JSF. Hotsha, nice to meet you, dear John, there from North Yorkshire, northeast of England. I'm in northwest Germany near the Jade, not far from the North Sea. And a little village between Oldenburg and Bremerhaven. Oldenburg and Bremerhaven, my QTH, dear John. That's 73, over. Thank you very much indeed, Norbert. I'm just holding this frequency, but thanks. You take care. 73s. DL2, DBU, G1 JSF, now clear in frequency. Over to you, Jonathan.
Yeah, thanks, John. M0JSX, CQ80, CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, 3752, listening. CQ80, CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, M0JSX, listening, ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, listening, ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, M0JSX, listening, ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, M0JSX, listening, ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-Ray, M0JSX, listening, ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ. Mike 0 Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0 Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening ATM by.
No one wants to talk to you, Jonathan.
Sorry, QRZ, M0JSX.
Returning, perhaps no one wants to talk to you there, Jonathan.
Well, I'm beginning to think that, John, to be honest with you, but it's weird. I just think it's the band this evening. I think I can't explain it. I really can't. It's a bit bizarre. But there we go. I think 80 meters is an odd band as well, because I think a lot of people can listen on 80 but not necessarily transmit. But there we go. Yeah, but very odd. Very, very odd. G1JSF, M0JSX. Yeah, thanks, John. And QRZ80, Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, calling CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ80, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray, listening ATM by. CQ80, CQ, CQ80, CQ, 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 CQ80, CQ. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. Mike 0, Juliet, Sierra X-ray. M0JSX, listening ATM by. I think I might pull the plug. M0JSX, final call. M0JSX, listening AT.
That was a bit disappointing. I'm not sure whether we should continue or just pull the plug, or quite what we should do, because the bands are not playing this evening, are they? Yeah, that's I think that's like the first time I've gone live streaming and just had very, very little come back to me. I don't know whether it's just... It must just be band conditions, surely. I mean, 40 metres, I think I've missed the window for interviews. I think 40 metres has just gone long. And 80 metres, I mean, there's signals on the band, and I'm clearly being heard at Hack Green, but... Very weird, eh? Is everybody just playing FT8? That's the... I think Stu might be on the nail of the head. FT8 it is. And apparently Dave over in Ireland had the same thing the other night. I know that James kind of struggled as well. He was on for an hour and he only got about 20 QSOs on 40. Which, I mean, he was out portable on a SOTA Summit, so I could kind of understand that. You know, there may be other factors at play for him. But yeah. And I could hear Norbert in Germany when you were holding the frequency, John. Very odd. Very, very... Maybe people just don't want to talk to me, and that's fine. I mean, I'm not sure what else I can do. I mean, I can show you something that I might make a video on. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. Yeah, Steve said he had a nice interview with James. I had a quick QSO with James as well. He wasn't that strong, but I at least made the QSO. I'm working on this today, which I might make a video on. I'm not quite sure yet. It's made out of bits that I already had. I had a Moonraker 49-1 in a box that I wasn't using. So I saw, and I also had this green sort of winder, and I thought, well, maybe I could kind of do the a sort of a Pack Tenor-esque thing. So that's what I've kind of knocked together today. Didn't take me very long. It took me about I did it in my lunch hour, so about an hour it took me. Is it 1 kilowatt already? No, it'd probably be 100 watts at the most, I'd say. But yeah, it went. Actually, I was kind of surprised with how it's slightly over. You can just about see on this edge, the edge of the toroid is slightly over the edge of the winder. But I was kind of pretty happy with that. Might make a video on that. Not entirely sure. That toroid is huge. It's only that's only an FT240 43. That's all that is. And no, nothing fancy. Yeah, I mean that's probably good for 100 watts, but no more. And certainly I wouldn't run data at 100 watts through that. Would, I mean, I suppose the nice thing about it just being loose is that in terms of cooling air getting to it, quite nice. But Alan says in Reading could hear you on Hack Green. Alan, I assume that you couldn't hear me on direct. What else have I been working on recently? There's a video that's going to be coming out on Matt's Tech Minds channel. He's already done one video about M17. He pestered me because Matt and I don't live all that far apart. Certainly we're in VHF range of each other. So he pestered me to get something together so I could transmit M17. So I have. He's doing a video on what he's done, and I'm doing a video on what I've done, and that'll be coming out at some point soon as well. Evening Leonard. We've had a bit of a flop on HF, I'm afraid. So there's nothing to report. Although what I could do, I mean, I've no idea how popular it will be, but I have got my All-Star node. Which is on, so if anybody, I'll turn the radio on so I can hear it. But if anybody wants to natter on my All-Star node, you'd be more than welcome to do so. I'll disconnect it from Freestyle, which is where it was. And I am 58006. Thanks, lady. I'm not sure how well you'll hear that, to be honest. I might need to put a microphone somewhere near it. Stu says he can get Echolink on his phone. Yeah, I mean, I could connect it to an Echo. Actually, you can do Echolink through it. You can do M0JSX-link. We'll connect to it if you wanted to use Echolink, because that's configured. Alan, how do you get on M17? Sounds interesting. Well, that's the thing. That's going to be the kind of topic of my video. Is going to be about how I got transmitting M17, because I have nothing here which should transmit M17. So it was all done using 9600 board packet interface on my 8900. That's not giving the game away too much. In fact, you're here now. Basically, so I a little while ago I did a video on the DigiRig, back before they got popular, and basically I used that, but the cable set I had didn't allow me to transmit 9600 board, so I had to make up a new cable. That was the delay for my side, because I had to make up a cable to go into the 9600 board pin. And yeah, all good. I spent some time talking to the Barra Radio guys. They have some cool HF stuff. I don't know who they are. I've never come across them. But there's so many interesting bits and pieces. All-Star node number 58006. That's me. 58006. If you go stats.m0jsx-link is not connecting. Stu, what's your Echolink node number? I'll try to do it the other way. I'll try and connect to you, because I've got. I can show you actually. On. It's going to be really small, so you're going to have a big screen here. But that's the control. Nothing there that gives the game away too much. Where I am. Just thought put that on the internet, and I've not. I mean, it's got my IP address, but you're going to need to know login details. But yeah, that's where it is. Yeah, 58006 is my All-Star node. Well, that's kind of like code input now owned by Motorola. Oh, okay. Oh, that's all right. That's nice. So, do they do? I mean, like Coden. The only thing from Coden that I'd really, really like if I had a vehicle for it was their massive HF whip. I mean, it would look very silly on each of the two cars that I have access to. But yeah. You said words, I don't understand, Jonathan. Node number, I'm just on the iPhone app. Yeah, but you'll still have... Oh, right, hang on. Oh, I forgot to look up your Echolink. Node number lookup. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can connect to you. G5STU. No, you're not showing there either, mate. Oh, okay. You're on your M7, okay. Should we see if I can do that? I remember the correct number to put in here, so I want to put 3 before it and then that. Oh, it says connecting. It says connecting. Alan says he's on the Bracknell repeater.
3668062. Connection failed.
Connection failed there. Alan is on the Bracknell repeater. That's good. I can. Oh, I don't want to start messing with cables. Oh, do I want to start messing with cables? Should I start messing with cables so I can get the 705's audio into the streaming computer? Do I want to start? Oh, right. Hang on, everybody. Mind as you were. Just gonna grab my nice USB cable. Yeah, do it. Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. We're not exactly doing very much else this evening, are we? I mean, the thing is, I could connect All-Star to it, because I could do the Echolink thing into GB3BN, but when you can do it over RF, let's do it over RF. Right. By the way, if you've not... This is another use for an FT24043 toroid, is on a USB cable. If you've got an IC705, Steve, temporarily offline, did a video where he problem solved the noise issue on a 705, and this was the best solution. So I copied him, and it works really well. Right, let's see how well this works. I'm going to plug that in there. Hopefully you've still got me. There you do. Right, and move my beer out the way. Turn the 705 off, which I only took out of its bag today and put it back on an antenna. Right, plug that in there. Come on, turn back on. Right, hang on. How can I add an audio source? Someone help me out. How do I put in how do I manually put in an audio source on? Oh no, I do it over here, don't I? Do that. Audio input capture. Give it a name. IC705. Device. Oh, which one's it going to be? I'm guessing that one. If we had to guess, do we think it would be USB audio codec? Do we think it would be that one? What? No, that's not done it. Why? Yeah, that's no. I've named the 7300, so I know what the 7300 is. Oh. Of course, what I could do is just repurpose another one. I'll just do that. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'll just repurpose that one. Right, I'm guessing it's that one. I have no way of confirming until I get some audio. I mean, I can only hope that I'm doing something right here. I'm gonna hide that one. Oh, this is just... Hide that one. Okay, right. Is this as boring as watching paint dry? Because I think it might be at this point. Unfortunately, I have no camera to put on the 785. I suspect this is as boring as watching paint dry, but you're sticking with it, so thanks very much. What colour? Oh, not to me. Cool. All right. Group. UHF. Let's see if I defeat the Squelch. Oh, look at that! That's. Did you get a breaking of Squelch there? I really hope you did. If I leave monitor off and just using that, using Echolink at the moment. Okay. I'm not going to get the audio from the radio because I haven't got a pair of headphones to put into the radio, so I'm just not going to bother. But you'll hear me through that microphone. So, you know, it'll work. M0JSX, listening GB3BN. After all that, Alan didn't come back to me. Although he said he was using Echolink, so that could explain it. Although, let's be honest, if he was using Echolink, could have just connected to my node. Oh, try again. Okay. M0JSX, listening GB3BN for any call. It's the most pointless use for a 705, isn't it, really? Oh well, that was a good try. Tried. Was it? Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
GB3BN repeater connected. M7SEG.
Oh, Stu has connected.
M0JSX G5STU. I finally found the right repeater. Connected in via the iPhone, Jonathan, over.
Yeah, G5STU, M0JSX returning. Yeah, okay, Stu, well, you've made it and you found the right repeater. Yeah, I don't know why my node didn't let you connect. It might need a reboot. It's been a while since I've done that, but you found the right repeater. Well done, and nice to work you on a different mode, I suppose. It's a bit different. G5STU, M0JSX. Wait for the Echolink delay.
G5STU, yeah, I never use Digimode. I'm purely a HF guy, so having Echolink on my phone is just a legacy thing from a few years ago. So I have no idea how we're communicating. I'm obviously dialed in over the internet to the repeater, and are you connected to it via RF, Jonathan, over?
G5STU, M0JSX returning. Yeah, that's right. So I'm RF into the repeater, and the repeater itself is. I'm trying to work out sort of what distance it is away from me. It's at Bracknell, so very rough measurement. It's going to be about 20 miles away, that kind of distance, and I'm only running 10 watts into it. So yeah, your internet into that, and then it's RF from there on in. G5ST M0JSX.
Yeah, I can see on my phone Alan M something ASN. It's on the other screen now. He's dialed in as well. Your signal is quite noisy. I can hear everything you're saying, but there's a lot of noise with you, so I'm not sure where that's coming from in the chain. But hearing you fine, not a problem. But I don't know if I'm supposed to give signal reports over this, Jonathan. I'm a complete newbie, really, to digital modes, but I'll give you a 5 and a 9 anyway. I'm hearing every word, and you're nice and strong. Lovely to work you, mate. And if any of your viewers at the moment are on Macs and looking for a logging program, join my Discord because I've got a Mac version of Station Master coming out in the next couple of weeks. So I thought I'd just sneak that in there. But for now, Jonathan, have a good rest of the show. And I'll say 7-3 for now. M0JSX G5STU Impul. Bye-bye.
Yep, G5STU. M0JSX returning. Yeah, okay, Stu. Yeah, I'm looking forward to your to the release of the version for Mac for the my MacBook that I have. I'm team both, but there we go. And yeah, the noise on my signal. Yeah, that's on RF. The path from here to the repeater is over a number of hills. And obviously I'm only running the 10 watts from the 705, so that's not ideal, but at least it does work somewhat. Thanks very much, 73s, catch you soon. M0JSX listening BN. Alice says you can hear Stuart. I assume then you can hear me, Alan. That'd be a bit weird if Stuart can.
Yeah, 7-3 Jonathan. I see there's a few others logged into the repeater now. So G5SG now clear with you and just listening. Bye-bye.
Yeah, 73s. And this is Mike 0 Juliet Sierra X-Ray listening BN. Great, I can't see who's connected, so Station Master is an 11 meter CB antenna in VK. Oh really, is it? Okay. Feel free, if anyone wants to give me a call, feel free. Yeah, anyone want to talk about anything else? Suggest some topics. I've still got about 20 minutes before I'm going to go. But definitely an interesting evening, hasn't it? My node is not up. My node is John, what's your node number? I'll connect to you. Right, hang on. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a hardware. Come down here and actually unplug the node and plug it back in.
M7ASJ disconnected. GB3BN repeater.
There we go. My node is restarting, so there'll be no question at all about it. Stu's asking how the camera eliminator is. Yeah, it works okay, apart from on 80 meters, it works really well. The All-Star node is starting again. Thanks very much. And Toddler is stirring. It's all happening here this evening. Yeah, RM noise I have heard of. I'm playing with RM noise. Just going to try and be a bit quiet, see if Toddler goes back to sleep. Hoping he might. Oh. Oh, hang on, where's my microphone for that radio gone? Sorry, John, hang on, I'll be there in a second, mate. Hang on, bear with me a second. I've hidden that microphone. G1JSF, M0JSX. Just realised the 705 picks up the third harmonic beautifully. No works with problems with mic.
Golf 1, Juliet, Sierra, Foxtrot returning. Nothing heard.
Oh. Nothing heard. I definitely came back. Hang on, let's make sure I haven't got packet turned on this radio or something silly like that. Packet. Well, it was on, but that shouldn't have made any difference. G1JSF, G1JSF, M0JSX. Listening. I didn't realise that John.
Golf 1, Juliet, Sierra, Foxtrot. Yeah, there you go. Hear you. Well done.
Oh, thanks very much, John. I've just realised for the viewers watching at home, I could put the 705 on the third harmonic because it hears it quite beautifully. So I'm just gonna do that just as a bit of interactivity. Nice to work you on a different mode. I didn't realise that you did the All-Star thing. So that's good to know. G1JSFM 0JSX.
G1JSF returning. Yes, well, I've got a jumbo spot and an open spot, but I've been having difficulty getting them sorted on the
Hi, Chris.
STM 400, I think I may have mentioned.
We're currently playing All-Star.
But more recently, I've got one of the Lego All-Star links that G4XYR does, and it's a cracking bit of kit and works beautifully, and that the audio works absolutely splendidly, albeit that I'm currently using the 5D at the moment. But no, you were coming through nice and clear. Back to you, M0JSX, G1JSF.
G1 JSF M0JSX returning. Okay, I've not come across that node. Is that a pre-built thing, or is that something that you sort of buy as a kit and you have to put it together yourself? I've never not come across that one at all. I've just realised if I turn off that might be a bit nicer to listen to. I have built my own node based around a Raspberry Pi 3, a CM108 sound card, and an FT1500, which I did a video on a long time ago. Tom says I'm going to have to sit down with him sometime and teach him all of this stuff. He's completely lost. Yeah, no worries at all, Tom, we can do that. But yeah, so this is a node that I created myself, and it runs into a dummy load in the shack and doesn't go very far beyond the confines of the house. But yeah, it works really well, and I'm using a second FT1500 to talk into it, which I find to be quite nice. And okay, on the jumbo spot, yeah, I've got I don't know if it is a proper jumbo spot or whether it's I just bought it off eBay. It's an MMDVM board. I've got one of those, and also a Zum spot. And like on the FT5, you say FT5, just FT? No, you said FT5, didn't you? I also rock the FT5 on a regular basis. G1 JSF M0JSX.
0JSX, G1 JSF returning. Yeah, this is sounds a very, very similar board to the one that you made and accounted earlier. It's actually the unique feature is it's in one of those Raspberry Pi 3 Lego cases, but it's pre-built, pre-configured. Bill G4XYR sells them on eBay, and you just give him all your details, all your login, everything that you need to do, and he pre-configures it for you and whizzes it out, plug it in, and away you go. You've got to have all the Echolink stuff, the server and node information, that type of thing. But other than that, it's absolutely brilliant. And the beauty of it is it doesn't require anything too silly on your radio. It's just a bit of DCS, and that's it, really. So no digital mode, no nothing. The only thing that it is missing that I found very, very useful, of course, on Fusion, is it does not give you the detail of who it is who may be also talking on the same frequency or same channel or whatever they call it. But anyway, there we go. At least technology is now working. Back to you, M0JSX, G1JSF.
G1 JSF, M0JSX returning. Okay, yeah, I've just looked it up on. I think I've had an old listing for it on Italian eBay, but I found it, and yeah, it looks like the fairly standard Raspberry Pi CM108 and ripped apart Belfane BF888 build, which
I have half attempted and half had some success with, but not fully completed that particular project. But I found the solution using the FT1500 to be quite a nice one. And also, it means if I wanted to, and if I wanted to bother to get the license to do it, I could run a full 50-watt node. I'm not going to. I'm really not going to, but there we go. Tom says he feels like he's the Wright brothers watching SpaceX there. Very good. All right, John, well, I'm not going to hold it. If you don't mind, I'm going to pull the plug on the stream in a few minutes, but thanks for proving that this works. I don't often use this, particularly often. It kind of sits in the background and listens to Freestar most of the time, but I might have it on in the background while I'm working during the day, but there we go. So do you leave yours connected to anything particular, or do you sort of unplug it when you're not using it, as it were? G1JSF M0JSX.
M0JSX, G1JSF returning. To be honest, I just unplug it. The whole idea of getting the FTM400 was to be able to use the open spot via my mobile phone whilst out and about, because there's so little 2-meter activity up here. I just wanted something to chat, and because it didn't work with the FTM400, I got this thing. Anyway, that's for another day. Anyway, thanks very much indeed for the chat, and well done on the perseverance on the stream, and we'll undoubtedly catch you again anyway. M0JSX, G1JSF. Thanks very much. 7-3s, and you take care, Jonathan.
Yeah, 7-3s, John. Thanks very much. M0JSX. Clear.
Now you can hear me. All right, lovely. Well, there we go. That was a bit of fun. The wizardry that was who said that? What wizardry is this? Andy. That was All Star, and I was getting the audio to you in a very odd way because that was All Star. So I have an All Star node which is based on a Raspberry, which is just down there, and it's plugged into this radio, and this radio itself is then plugged into a dummy load, and then I have another exactly the same FT1500, which is what I was talking on. But the frequency I put it on is on 2 meters, and the third harmonic happens to be on 77, hence why I could have my 705 sat on the third harmonic, which is what you were listening to. So there we go. That's what that was. There's plenty of videos on All Star. I know that Josh, Ham Radio Crash Course, Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, among many others, have done All Star videos. And in fact, I think Chris, Digital Analog Ham, Chris, have you done an All Star? Thanks. Thanks, Radio. I know that Chris has got stuff for All Star, but I don't know whether Chris, have you done a video on All Star? I'm not sure if you have or not. But yeah, it's a bit. I mean, we're all kind of familiar now, I think, with things like the Open Spot and the Zum Spot and all those little digital voice nodes that you might use, your FT5 or your, it's not to hand at the moment, or like your ID52 or the digital radio of your choice to talk to. Just switch me on mute to listen to Dave and Jason chat about it. Cool, fine. Yeah, there's lots of videos on it. But All Star is kind of like Echolink. I mean, I used to say that Fusion was Echolink on steroids, but it's not. Fusion is its own thing. But All Star is Echolink on steroids because it's low latency for one, which is something that Echolink is not. It uses a far better codec than Echolink uses. And because it's such low latency, you can have multiple systems all connected together, all acting as a net, and it just works. And because it's FM, you can use any FM radio that you've got in order to get into it, which is another win in my book. Otherwise, it would just be a bit of a pain in the backside. Anyway, that's that's All Star. I'll do a longer video about All Star at some point. I'm sure. I built the node earlier this year and have not really done very much with it, other than sort of prove that it works and a few QSOs on it. That's pretty much all I've got to waffle on about this evening. How's your evening going? I've slowly sunk my way through a beer. That's all now gone. I think I'm going to say 73 and disappear into the night. What I've got to tell you, Callum and I might be doing a stream on Sunday. I'm on Callum's channel, not quite sure whether that is happening or not, but if it does, it's going to be basically about how little kit you can get away with. My sort of suggestion on that was you're going on holiday. The wife says you can take 1 backpack's worth of kit, and what are you going to put in your bag? Because for me, I think that's quite an easy thing to answer, but I realise for everybody that might not be. So if that goes ahead, we'll do that on Sunday evening. But check out Callum's channel. Thanks very much for surviving it this long. It's how big is the backpack? I think normal backpack size. I think the kind of size you'd be allowed to take on an aircraft with you. There we go. Thanks very much for watching, as I say. If you've made it this far, I mean, well done. I mean, I'm not entirely sure I made it this far, but well done to you. And I will 200 litres, I don't think so. And I will see you very soon indeed. I'm going to hit apparently it's almost 6:30 tomorrow morning in VK. Well, that's just how time works. Right, 73 is all. I'm going to hit this button and it'll be over, and I will see you very soon indeed. 73. Bye bye. Oh, got to hit that button too.